Hey everybody, we are continuing with our tiny little series on chutneys. It's almost the end of mango season, so we are going to take advantage of mangoes for as long as we can. Okay? So what we're going to do today is a Bengali mango mustard chutney. It's called Kasundi. Outside of mango season, the Bengalis will also make it, but they'll make it with tomatoes instead, and vinegar and things like that, instead of the sour green mangoes. We're going to chop up the sour green mangoes. We're going to put a bit of salt over it for about 15 minutes so that it'll release the liquid, and then we're going to assemble everything. These are 5 green, raw, unripe mangoes, about 30 grams of meat each, and 1 half-ripe mango as well. So all told, about 200 grams of fruit. I'm just going to put just a little bit of salt over the top, and we're going to leave it for 15 minutes to let the liquid come out a little bit. 3, 2, 1. The 15 minutes is up. Let's just drain the salt off of the mangoes. Let's transfer this directly into the old mixie pot, which we'll be using in about 3 minutes. Let's use the mixie for the spices, just because it's a whole lot faster than doing it by hand. We have the 2 kinds of mustard seed, black mustard seed and yellow mustard seed. We're going to pour them in. That's powdery. So we'll pour this powder directly into the container with the mangoes. We'll take some coriander powder, pop that inside as well. 2 green chilies. About 1.5 centimeters of ginger. We'll just grate it right in there. Again, to spare us the grief of the machine not being able to do it. Let's do the same with some garlic. In this recipe, as with almost every other recipe, garlic is pretty optional. A lot of Indians don't eat any garlic at all. It's not quite that it's non-veg, but it's not sattvic, it's not pure food. From a scientific point of view, garlic tends to go bad in the fridge in preserves after a few months. If you're going to be using it quickly, go ahead and use garlic. So now we're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. And now let's put in some lemon. At the bottom of this are the mangoes. Then we've put in garlic, ginger, the green chilies, all of that mustard seed powder, of course, and we've put in a little bit of sugar, some lemon juice. Now let's give the whole thing a little mix. That smells very, very mustardy. We're going to do an optional step by cooking some of the mustard seeds and then putting those mustard seeds in with everything else. And we're going to cook it up in mustard oil just to keep everything in the same direction. We've added the spluttered mustard seeds to the mustard paste, and we're going to give that one more little whirl. Okay, everything's been all mixed up. Now, give it a taste and see if it's according to your pleasure. It might need a little bit more something acidic. It might need more salt. It might not be spicy enough for you. It might be too spicy for you, in which case, too late. Once it's done, you scoop it into a clay pot and you leave it there for 7 days. Cover it with mustard oil, which is a standard pickle preservation product. We will cover it with a cloth. Attach it with an elastic band. And then we don't touch it again for a week. Okay, folks, it's in the clay pot underneath a layer of mustard oil and it'll stay there for a week, but it's a completely optional step, okay? Because not everybody has clay pots where they're from. No matter what, it's gonna be just fantastic. That is just about perfect.